money. And you want to lock in your trade, you also want to protect your downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures education and training program. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was founded by, is owned by, is managed by, was incorporated by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. And why do we call him Coach? Because he coaches us through the muddy waters of everything investing, from stocks, stock options, crypto, futures, day trading, swing trading, long term investing, dividend income investing, you name it, cash covered calls, cash secured puts, whatever it is. If you can invest in it, Coach educates us on how to do that. Glad you can be here. My name's Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. And I'm your host here from 2 to 4 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. Now, if this is your first time being with us today, I ask that you click subscribe, click the like buttons, click the thumbs up buttons for those of you over there on YouTube and other social media platforms. And make sure you share out this live feed. So we're glad you could be here today. We're going to talk about different things relating to futures market trading. We'll answer your questions as time allows if you want to type them into your social media platform, and we will answer them as many as we can. So today is a Friday, getting ready to start a 3-day weekend. We have Memorial Day on Monday. The markets will be closed, as will AmericanDreamTrading.com. There will be no live broadcasts on Monday in observance of the holiday. Also, next week I will be on vacation, and there will be no live futures education and training broadcast. I know, I just broke a lot of hearts, but I need a vacation, I guess. So we're going to head out and do some day trip stuff. Go away for a few days on one of them. Go here and there.
Mark.
Visit this great country of ours regionally and hopefully have a good time. Well, I know I'll have a good time. We will have a good time or else. How's that? And anyway, so yes, there will be no futures broadcasts next week. However, we are live 3 times a day. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. He will return on Tuesday when the markets open again. And we also have our aftermarket show starting at 5 p.m. with our lovely and silky voiced Dawn, one of our moderators here at American Dream Trading. That show can be found over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So make sure you head on over there following this broadcast and join the aftermarket show. Matter of fact, you could actually join this show. If you have a microphone and a camera and you want to join the panel live, now you don't have to turn your camera on. Makes it better if you do, but you don't have to. You can be on there anonymously and join the panel. Or if you like, you can do like you do here on the social media. Just type your questions and comments into the chat boxes. So if you have any questions, go ahead and start typing them in there. We'll take a look around, see what's going on in the market presently. Maybe take a few trades, maybe demonstrate a few techniques, maybe show you what not to do on purpose and show you the end results of that. I like to do that once in a while. Why do I like to do that? Because if it's one thing I'm a master of, is doing things you're not supposed to do and reaping the results of those things you're not supposed to do. So it's not very hard for me to go out on a limb here and demonstrate those things to you because I've done them all in real life. And I, unfortunately, still continue to do some of the dumb things I know I shouldn't do. But I am a work in progress, just like you are. We all start somewhere and we work our way through it. So anyway, glad you could be here. I did most of my, well, I did all my trading, as a matter of fact. Between 2:26 a.m. was my first trade this morning, and I finished up before 8 o'clock. In fact, I finished up before 7 o'clock this morning. As a matter of fact, I did very well for that time period. And going into the weekend and off all next week with no trading, I'm okay. So we'll see what we got here. Just me. Does it look like my hair is just all over the place today? Not that I care over what I look like. Yeah,
Just
we'll probably do this. Yeah, like mom used
just
to.
a little info. Trump speaking on tariffs.
Okay, thank
Watch
you.
your stops.
And there's always probably a reaction to something like that. He's on live TV as we speak. Thank you for that heads up. For those watching TV, we'll see how the market reacts. When you hear things like that, or you know things to be true like that, it might not be a good time to be in a trade, because you never know what's somebody's gonna say, right? Hopefully it's nothing majorly different, but I think we already kind of know what he's going to say, right? So anyway, all right, here we go. Let's take a look. We keep an eye on SPY, because there's where you'll see reaction to anything they perceive as positive or negative. And if nothing moves, then that would be a miracle. Or whenever he gets on TV, right? There's the NASDAQ, just nice and flat and sleepy at the moment, as is the Russell. We had one of our moderators, Ann, just walked our members through a very beautiful EWO trade on oil earlier today. And look at that. Look at all that money that was made there. And they all walked together through that as a group. Again, she didn't tell people when to buy or sell, but they walked through it and discussed it and talked about the rationale as the trade progressed. And the members were able to learn quite a bit. And they all gave rave reviews of that walkthrough. And that's how we learn, right? We do this as a group, and we talk about it and the logic behind it, those type of things, and key levels as the trade goes up and down. And look at that beautiful EWO trade. Got in down here. I'm sure they got out up here, but there was, on the pullbacks and all the different things that we use with our indicators and our historical levels on our charts. Gold was just kind of up and down and all around today. It's been in a little upward trend most of the market today, mainly because the other markets were generally down, right? And you can see I had a bad trade here, represented by my little Mushicon that I put on my chart. Yes, you can do things like this too, right? There we go. I put that on there just to remind me that I had a bad trade. It wasn't really a bad trade. It was there was a very quick dumping of contracts, and before I knew it, I got stopped out after I'd been climbing up pretty nicely. It took over half my profitable gains away from me in that one little pullback, but my stop did its job. Well, let's go back and look at this here real quick, right? This is why we use stops, right? So I rode this down and I jumped back in and jumped up, and this pulled back pretty much half, and I got stopped out. I had my stop below the lower level like I usually do, right? And I was up here, and then all of a sudden, wham, and it come clear down here right there. That wick, that very bit of that wick is what stopped me out. That's all it takes. But my stop did its job. Had that dropped more, it would have took more of my money, right? More of my profits away from me. So my stops did their job. No reason to be angry. It did exactly what I told it to do, right? So that was a good thing. And later on in the morning, had news, and there you go, wham, all the way down, mostly the rest of the day, and it's pretty much where it stayed. It's slowly climbing up towards the end of the day, but it is Friday, so it's Options Friday. People get out of their positions for the weekend anyway. But on top of that, today we have a 3-day weekend with Memorial Day coming Monday, and the markets will be closed. So that's even more of a reason not to hold on to something for that extra day. That's an extra day of things that could happen in the news. World conflicts could happen. A world leader would open his mouth and say something that would affect the markets, and the next thing you know, come Tuesday morning, everything drops at the open before you can get out of your position. So that's why people do that. And contracts expire just by the nature of the terms of the contracts. So if they don't get out of it, then they're going to get forced out. All right, what else we got here? Gold, oil was a beautiful EWO today. Been a while since we've seen some of these nice climbs like this on oil. It's been moving its way up out of that off the 60 mark. We're still waiting on a breakout on the $63 level. So we got a ways to go. This will be, it's hit it a couple times here recently, but it hasn't held and broke through it and held it, right? Back here somewhere earlier in the week it did it. Right here. See, it went up and tested it, but it did not break and hold and stay up there. So that $63 is a level we're looking for. And the next one above that would be 65. So that's what we're waiting on. But right now, we'll trade to trade for wherever it's at. If you're going to trade oil, that's what you'll trade. It stepped up nicely, right? Nothing like a world conflict or interest rates or bad news to affect the price of oil in a heartbeat. That can change on you. What am I on here? This is the euro from currencies, which generally have a inverse relationship to the indices. Well, here you see the euro going up, but the indices are going up. So, Mark, you said there's generally an inverse relationship. Yeah, the key word there is general. Okay. The indices are going up. Why isn't the euro going down, Mark? Mark, I'm confused. You're telling me two different things. This guy on the internet don't know what he's talking about. Why is the indices going up? And the euro is going up. Isn't that the opposite of what it should be doing? Yep, it is. As a general rule, as our stock market goes up, the indices will go down. Well, it's actually based on the dollar. Okay. So,
It's
but
because of
still,
the interest rate change, also.
there you go. Ding, 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 ding. That's right. There's interest rate action. So, and the big word that starts with a T, tariffs, right? What was he saying about the Eurozone tariffs? All right. So, anyway, so there's a lot of uncertainty going on, which this is making it all. Now, the dollar is down. The dollar index has weakened, so that makes the euro stronger. The stock market, and this is what drives this more than anything. It's the dollar index, okay? But the correlation is still the same. When the market will change because of that also. But so right today, they're kind of following each other to a certain extent. It's out of the norm of its normal movement, not the norm. And then we got some metals here, platinum, a little chaotic today. We had some nice runs up and down on platinum. Well, every day can't be straight up or straight down. We did have a really nice run here at 10 o'clock, clear up till 10:30, and then after that it went into a chop zone, and it still is. So anyway, there we go. So we're going to keep an ear to the news, right? Does anybody have their TV on watching the news as it's happening? One of our members here. Anybody? No? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Is he
He
at the
signed
podium?
right now. He's signing orders for nuclear energy.
Oh, okay. That's the one that Ted was talking about earlier this morning, declaring a national energy emergency or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's why all those new scale SMR and Oklo are sky high.
Correct. All those little mini nuclear reactor companies, right? The wave of the future. They want to build them to power the data centers that we think we need to build for AI and all the other stuff, right? Since we don't have the electrical infrastructure here in the United States to support it, heck, we can't even keep our own lights on in half the country. All the brownouts and the electrical grids breaking down. They need a different, more reliable source of energy. So they feel that's the wave of the future. So that's ways off. You can't just slap one of them up. And I believe that's what the president is doing, is signing something, an executive order to loosen regulations, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, so that they can move forward on exploring that as a possibility for long-term solutions. Okay. However, stock markets don't really care. Doesn't appear to anyway at this moment, right? It's an executive order. Actually, that'd be good news for some companies in the stock market. And one of them that I know that I can think right off the top of my head that would benefit from that, and let's go take a peek at that, would be our old good buddies Microsoft. So, Microsoft is getting a current nuclear reactor up and trying to get a current nuclear reactor up and refurbished and running for sole purpose data center processing power. And Microsoft doesn't doing anything either. It's been climbing all morning. It was trash this morning, but now look at it. Been on a steady upward climb. And that might be part to do with the news, also knowing that was coming. So there you go. But no huge reaction. Of course, he's not done talking, right? Well, let me know when he is done talking and answering questions. And then we won't have to stare at this as much, right? But it's climbing. I mean, it's going up. So steady, little by little by little. Had you got in this EWO down here when it started, where would you be now, right? Here would have been your entry point, right? So you would be up already between here and there. You would be up 147. Just call it 100. We'll call it 140. Just for 140 ticks times 1250 a tick is one contract. You would be up $1,750. Imagine if you did 5 or 10 of them, right? Nice steady run. A little bit of chop at first, but nice steady run up to here right now. That's $1,700 on one little $1,400, $1,500 contract. That's only going to cost you $4.28 net cost after you exit the trade, because that margin goes back into your account. And that's how you make money, folks. That is how we do it here. All right. Let's see what we have. See Doug over there in TikTok land and over on our YouTube, keeping an eye on the chicken house over there, making sure everything's good. Hey, Rex, how's it going? And how's the weather up that part of the country, up the extreme northeast there, Rex? Anyway, so are those new indicators? Lord Bartos asks, a regular attendee here. Yes, they are. This is actually, this is Coach just released a 3 points. I guess it's officially 3.1 now. This is the beta version of 4.0 that will be coming out in a little bit, because we do not rest here at American Dream Trading. We're always trying to provide new member services and improve the ones that we have. And this one will include things specifically for crypto and futures. You can see I have it real small now. I had these larger so you could see them. Tokyo session, New York session, London session, information highs and lows, and all kinds of different things. However you want to do it, it's fully customizable. I can come up here and change all these little things here. Look at all the things I can adjust in here. Turn on, turn off, pre-market highs and lows, previous day highs and lows, EWO signals, star signals. I can customize the colors, even change the colors of our different indicators. I can move where all the text, how it appears on my screen. I can choose which sessions, if not all, that I want to follow, right? If you watch this over here that says Tokyo sessions really small, I can change that. You know, I have a thing here I can go. I can make it, I'll come back bigger. Watch these get bigger over here. Watch this. And why didn't it work? And it did get a little bit. There it goes. Took a second. Do I want it that big? No. No, I just want to show you that you could do it if you wanted to do it. And I have that on 8. So I just have them there as a little reminder so I can see them. And anyway, it's all adjustable. And then I can check these boxes and it'll put more information, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, beginning of the week, things I can check, and it'll appear on the chart here as a guidepost also. So there's all fully customizable. I can come in here and I can change the line types and how kind of lines they are and the thickness. So there's a whole lot of stuff goes on here that you can change and tweak to your preferences. If I want to make this orange, I can make that orange if I so desire. And there goes ES to the downside. Broken held and missed that on there. So we'll just go in here real quick. We'll put a short stop in here in case this retracts. If it's a short-term knee-jerk reaction, that way I can get stopped out. Let me change this back. This is how I trade during the day. This is all I show is how many contracts I have. So I'm not trading my P&L. So you can see how I was trading today. took these back on, so you can just see how money moves in relationship to the candles, right? So we'll see if this continues to pull, or was this just a little nothing in relationship. I did that without really looking at it in detail. I don't suggest you do what I just did. Do what I say, not what I do. Don't do that. I jumped in there, seeing it was broken hell beneath the nine, and I hurried up and jumped in there without really taking a bigger picture. But I seen I had a line here, and that's all. But that's all I saw. I didn't pay attention, so don't want to do that. You really want to take that extra few seconds and decide if that's what you want. So, in cases like that, I could have took the profit and got out of the trade. I'm going to look for this though to come down to this level, this support level of 815, or right here at this one, which I don't have a line. I'm not going to draw one, but up here just a little bit ahead around the 5820 level, there might be some slowdown and some resistance there. I can just tell visually. Right there's where your candles, the bottom of these ones were and the top of those ones were. Kind of just eyeballing it a little bit. But I'm going to take if this pulls back at all, I'll just go ahead and take the profit, right? Just capitalize on the news. There it goes. Took my whatever that was, $3,500 or whatever it was. I don't know what it said. Whatever it said. Anyway. All right, because I jumped in that willy-nilly. So if you do something, especially if you jump in wrong and you make a mistake, get out of it right away, right? Now, do I want to see here what's going on? I got a big sell order at 25, which is right below this. You know what? Well, look here. Seeing some, might be getting suckered in here. 25. There's some 24s down here below. Let me get a quick short. I'm going to do a tight stop loss. Not that tight, Mark. Get your face ripped off. All right, I'm going to give it down here and see if this holds at that 25 or whether I'm getting suckered into it. I am seeing some 23s here at the bottom of my L2. I'm going short, so I'm looking at the bid side. I'm hoping these numbers over here start decreasing. Right now I'm at break even. I'm up a couple $300. Fortunately, they are not going down the way I had hoped. Now the numbers are getting bigger, and I'm going to end up losing money here if this doesn't change in the next few seconds. I could have waited for the break and hold of the regression channel, but I was hoping I would pull down there, and they didn't. They threw in orders above it. So rip the Band-Aid off, Mark, get out of the trade. That's how you do that. Bang, get out, right? So, again, patience would have paid in that instance. I have a clear regression channel line here. Had I waited on the break and hold below that to show that it was going that way, I would have done better. I wouldn't have gotten a trade, right? So that's a dumb thing to do there. So seen that big order there. And you heard me say, I hope I'm not getting suckered in here. And I did. They put orders in up above it, and that order changed. So that's why you take the few seconds to evaluate that, right? Live and learn, move on. Take your time, wait for the setup. Waiting always pays. Always, always pays. Jumping in like that usually doesn't work out too well for you. You might get lucky once in a while, but don't do that. Don't be a mark. Right? So, and see that it has not continued down. So, good. All right, what else we got going on here? Let's see. What else we got? Doug has been so kind to publish over on our YouTube Live direct links to the current promotions that we have on our memberships. The best one of all being our Diamond membership. That's our all-inclusive, everything included. Stock options, crypto, futures, everything that we've ever created is opened up to you instantly. You don't just start from day one on only being able to see the things that we create from day one of your membership. You have full access to everything that has ever been created in a history of AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's all the mentorship programs, workshop classes, the gold breakaway recording. So everything that's recorded, you have instant access to that. Also, we have a direct link over there in our YouTube Live feed. And again, TikTok, you've already heard me all week. You want the full screen view, go over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, and you'll get the full screen view, the full audio, because I'm just now pointing my iPad at my screen. Hopefully, by the time I come back, the first week of June, that issue will be resolved. Looks like it might be. There's some tweaking. I got to just playing around with the hardware end of it right now. There's a lot of bugs, a lot of tweaking I can see needs done. But anyhow, you will get a better view going over there, better audio. When I play any videos, you also get to hear it and see it in its full screen glory. Yeah, right. Let's see. That's going up. So you can get that $1,000 free giveaway by going over there to our YouTube live feed over there. All you need to do is click that link. It'll take you right to our website, which will open a link in there, and it's ran by the Gleam software. It's an independent thing that's built into our website. You've seen the Gleam sweepstake things and many other websites that are doing sweepstakes and giveaways. And the reason for that is it's totally independent of us. So we just tell it what we want it to do, and we give it an end date, and Coach will go in there at the end of the month, the first of next month, push a button that it's done, pick it, and tell it to pick a winner. So everybody is eligible to participate in this drawing. That includes you if it's your first day here today. If you've never been here before and this is your first time visiting, you're eligible. Just go over there to our YouTube live chat feed over there and click that. And it will basically ask you, go visit our website, go visit our social medias. It's all things that are free to do. It just basically, you go visit it for a few seconds and it registers that you're there, right? And you can get up to 10 entries your first visit if you like, if you choose to do all 10 things. And then after that, you can come back once a day and get one additional drawing. So that will be drawing. You're good. J-Dog said he's getting his entry in right now. There you go, J-Dog. I would venture a guess that you have a better statistical odds of winning this $1,000 cash than you do winning the next lottery drawing. Now, of course, the money's a little different too, right? But even if this is your first time here today, you're eligible to do it. Even our paid members are eligible to participate in this. I am even eligible to participate in this. Well, that don't sound fair, Mark. How can you get in it when it's the company you're in? Well, because it is totally independent. Nobody at American Dream Trading does the actual drawing. Whatever that picks, that's who wins. And it could be you, it could be me, it could be one of our paid members. Nobody knows, but that's why we're all eligible to participate for that very reason. So check it out. Free $1,000 cold hard cash. So anyway, let's see here. Watching ES here, it just kind of flattened out, didn't it? Had a little bit of a pullback there, but now it's just back in, hanging around. So, all right. So generally this time of the day, especially at the end of the week, really the only thing that moves at all is the indices. It's not that you can't make money on other things. We have ES, we have the NASDAQ, and we have the Russell that we tend to look at. There's gold, there's oil. Oil's went flat. And gold's kind of flat too now. It's up at this critical level of resistance here at 33.65. That doesn't sound right. Is that right? I think that's supposed to be 32.65, is it not? Well, maybe it was 33.65. I put it there for a reason. So that must be right. So it is testing that other level of resistance that I was looking for here about 2 weeks ago. Is there anything above that? No, there isn't, is there? Okay, that was the line breakout. So anyway, let's see. We got, what else we got? Question wise. I got a text here I got to answer. Hang on a second. Distracting me. So, all right, here we go. Back to that. All right, J-Dog's got his entries in. So let's get that diamond membership. That is $5,000 one-time payment. Let me show you everything that's included in it. This video I'm about to play, it's talking about individual memberships that you can buy, and we do have these individually as paid memberships. If you like to pay, you don't have 5,000 laying around and you want to get in the door anyway, you can get in these memberships individually and pay with annual payments, semi-annual, quarterly, and or monthly payments. And you know, monthly was a way a lot of people do start, quite honestly, and then as they build up their account, they upgrade their memberships over time. And we have a great deal of people that do that. So everything mentioned in this video, even though it doesn't say diamond, okay, is included in our diamond membership. It's every membership we have all rolled in one. It's the mother load of membership. So let me play this for you. It takes about 5 minutes. Pay attention. Everything you see included in this video are part of the diamond membership, which is about to go away for that 5,000. It's going to go back to 20,000 here very, 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 very soon. Here's Coach telling you about benefits of AmericanDreamTrading.com.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. You guys can sign up for a free Discord or one of our paid memberships. Our first paid membership that we have is our regular premium membership. With that, you guys will get access to our Zoom. Inside of our Zoom, you will have a live open microphone. You will get live training and trading starting at around 8:45 until market close every day at 4 p.m. when the market is open. You guys will also receive the hot stock pick, the pre-market setup, where we go over strategic levels of certain key different stocks throughout the day you can use, and also at the opening of the bell. As a regular paid member, you will also get the IPO Center, so any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will get them first. Plus, all the videos on demand. We have around 11 videos to help you get started on your journey with us here at American Dream Trading. They go over things like day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, the wheel option strategy, our 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed from being in the stock market over 33 years. When you're ready to step it up, you can join our VIP membership. By the way, the premium membership starts at $200 a month. The VIP membership starts at $500 a month. With the VIP membership, you guys will get access to early training and trading starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of access to us with some of our self-made millionaires, mentors. And then you'll get training with me starting around 8 o'clock every single day. You guys will get the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put on a workshop class once per month. You will get all of the previous workshop classes and any future workshop classes as long as you're a paid member. You'll also get all the VIP training videos. We have over 50 beginner and advanced videos to help your journey. We also have the TradingView indicators. These are an overlay indicator system that goes on top of TradingView. It will require a subscription, which is about $15 a month. This is my 2-minute EWO strategy. You guys can use this with stock, options, futures, and crypto. If you're a VIP member and you want to step it up to our highest level that we have right now, which is VIP Gold, you can do that for an additional $250 a month. Now, with all of our services, you can buy monthly, quarterly, semi-quarterly, or annual, and sometimes we have lifetime deals on these, so make sure you guys are watching for deals. With the VIP Gold, you guys are going to get all the mastermind classes for free, and we have another one coming up. I will let you know when that is coming. You'll also get 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and look at your systems and help you get set up with your charts, etc. This is not a one-on-one, but this is to help you get started if you need it. We also have weekend training every Saturday at 11 a.m. If you guys have busy lives and schedules and your jobs, right, are always in the way of you trying to get training, well, we have weekend training. We also have the VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support. We have our news service where we're giving daily and weekly outlooks of the news. We also have breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. with our other self-made millionaires and mentors, so make sure you guys check that out. Everything inside of the VIP room is recorded, so all of these sessions are recorded for you, including all the training that I had mentioned before. You can catch all of this in the replays only for VIP Gold members, so if you have busy lives, everything is recorded for you. Of course, we have other things inside of the VIP Gold, like the 90-day 30-day challenge, the debt-free challenge where we're helping you to become debt-free, and our brand new in beta live Apple chat where you guys can watch one of our moderators, David over there, live trade Apple with the 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed. He has made currently at this time as of December 2024, he is over $320,000 in profits that he has made using this strategy over the last 2 years. We also have our brand new futures membership. You guys will start getting training for futures from noon to 4 p.m. every day, and all the training videos, terminology, everything you need to get started in futures with our futures membership. With the futures membership, you guys also get the trading view indicators. So those are only available to VIP and futures members. Some of our a la carte services you guys can get. You can get a one-on-one with a moderator. We have all of our training videos like the mastermind classes, how to grow a small account part 1 and 2 when it's released, but you guys can buy those from our website. You guys can also get inside of our mentorship program. Our mentorship program is $500 a month. You will sit with me every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for an hour in a small, intimate group where we can go over larger items or just get you kickstarted, right? Can be IRAs, 401ks, SEP, anything you guys want to talk about, swing trading, day trading, right? Anything that you guys want to get inside of that room. It's just like having a one-on-one with me every single week. And again, those are all of our products and services you guys can get at any time by going to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Oh, sorry, I didn't unmute myself over there, did I? Anyway, what? You can't read my lips? All right. What I was saying is there's Coach. Um, he talked about all the benefits of our individual memberships, which is included all in one package in that diamond membership. And Orklo's over there on YouTube. If you have any questions, he's a diamond member. He said that yesterday the mentorship class was very good. So feel free to ask him questions. Don't mean to put you on the spot over there, but right there's a real live human being on interwebs over there on our YouTube live chat. Ask him about it. Ask him what value, what's he like about it. I'm sure he'll tell you. He's here every day. You can ask him also. He upgraded to it. And I can tell you his mind is probably blown. Don't want to put words in his mouth. So anyhow, all right. Well, one another broadcast that I failed to unmute my mic. So there we go. At least I am consistent. Anyway, actually, I have a stream deck here that I need to fix the program. It actually has one button that will unmute everything. I just keep forgetting to do that. Matter of fact, let me write myself a note so I don't forget to do that. So I need to engineer that problem out of my life, don't I? Is that what I talk about all the time? What are you going to do to engineer that out of your training? Let me write myself a note, Dream Deck button for the mic. Okay, there we go. There we go. I wrote myself a note. Now all I got to do is read my note. I need to write myself a note to read my note. And okay. So let's see what else we got. Any other questions up there? Again, go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com, scroll down about halfway, and you'll see the membership links there in addition to our free Discord. You want to grab that while you're there also. Coach is going to be pulling that offer. I don't know, but I'm going to guess no later than the end of this month, if not the day after Memorial Day would be really my guess. would be a cutoff day, if not the end of the month, I would guess. If I had to take an educated guess, he hasn't told me the exact date, but there is an exact date. He said that he's going to be cutting them off. He just hasn't said it out loud. And I won't be here next week anyway to remind you to get that. So if you don't get it now and you don't remember, tough to be you when that goes away and goes back up to $20,000 price point. So get it while it's 75% off during this special promotional period. Operators are standing by. The price now, Ray, is $5,000. One-time payment, one and done, never ever pay again. Over there on our TikTok live chat. So, and again, I know that's a lot of money, and that's why you can pay monthly for memberships and stuff too if you want to go that route. We can't always buy what we want to buy when we want to buy it, right? So you do what you can do. We also have our premium membership. It's $125 a month. However, there is a lifetime available for that, a one-time payment of $750. That will get you in the door, get you training starting at 8:45 instead of 4 a.m. The Diamond and VIP members get training starting at 4 a.m. every morning to 4 p.m. The premium membership will get you in the door at 8:45 a.m. daily till 4 p.m. And of course, some of the other benefits are limited. Also, premium membership also does not come with Coach's 3.0 indicators. 4.0 is in beta testing right now. We're testing it. It'll be released here shortly also. So we're always trying to improve our products based on feedback of everybody, and that's how we get better. Coach's wheels are always spinning. There you go. So one end of the spectrum, you have the base plan, our entry level plan, which we call our premium level. That's the 125. Again, it's limited on some of the things, but it still gets you the training from 8:45 to noon. So if you go over here, I'll show this to you. It might be hard to see on your screen, but there is a comparison chart. If you have our free Discord, you can go over in our free Discord and find this chart you see on your screen now. For those that are on YouTube, again, those of you what's on Facebook or TikTok, it'd be harder to see. There, I'll slide it over. It shows our different membership levels and what things are included. So it shows you here's the premium versus the diamond. The diamond, of course, is everything. And the premium is here. So you can find that chart over on our free Discord. So check it out. All right, go back here live. Check that out. Again, if you want, you can always review this video upon its completion because it will automatically be posted over in our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. And you can mark the time around 2:42, 2:43-ish if you want to rewind to see that. Good to see you. Hello, Michael. See you here also. And what else? Oh, yeah, you're right. Orklo, that also comes with 2-minute EWO alerts automatically on that. So whenever this changes from red to green or green to red, you'll get an alert on your phone or through your Discord, however you want to receive it. And just says EWO. It doesn't tell you to buy or sell anything, but it does give you the alerts. In other words, the alerts purposes there is to have you go evaluate the trade and decide whether you want to get into it or not. So, all right. Let's see what else. Hello, Trading Pennies. Good to see you back again also. All right, what other questions do we have? Ray, did that answer your question? Manny, hello. Good to see you here. Encino, Kieran, good to see you guys joining now. If you want the better view of it right now, you could go over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. You'll get the full screen view instead of this one with my iPad pointed. The next time you see me, as I am on vacation next week, hopefully we'll have that issue resolved if I have time. Well, that's the other thing. If I have time next week to do it. I have some things I got to get done around the house before we get in the car and start driving around all over the place. So, all right. Well, again, Coach's mentorship that you can get a la carte, that's $6,000 a year itself. The VIP Gold Complete's $8,000 a year if you buy that. That's our most extensive training one, but the Diamond includes that. So that's $8,000 lifetime. Why not buy the Diamond for $5,000? It's so deeply discounted. It really doesn't make much sense to purchase anything else. You can get a lifetime standalone futures membership for $4,000, a standalone crypto membership for $4,000. So why not cough up another $1,000 and get that $5,000 Diamond, which includes the futures, the cryptos, the stock options, memberships, and all the other a la carte things that we have. It's literally a $50,000 value. If you bought all the lifetime memberships that are available, plus all the a la carte services that we offer, which you saw some of them in the video there, that's over $50,000 today's value, right? That doesn't count any future price increases that may or may not come. It also doesn't take into account the programs that we're coming out with here in the very near future. There's at least 3 different things that I'm aware of that Coach has been talking about, and he said a couple of them publicly that's yet to come, and they're working on it behind the scenes right now. Those are also included in that Diamond package. So the one thing is going to be $1,000 a month. So there you go, right there. That's $12,000 a year, and there will be no lifetime benefits for that. It'll be a strict monthly payment of $1,000 a month. So there's $12,000 a year right there, and that will be included in the Diamond package once it comes out, and that will be a very nice little package there. So for $5,000, that $12,000 package will be automatically included. You'll never ever pay again. What are you waiting on? Who's picking that Diamond up right now? Let me know. I will make sure that we have a moderator in there to assist you if needed. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Scroll down about halfway. You'll see our free Discord there. You can get in there and even ask questions about it if you like. And you can see our membership links there. So get it while you can. Don't live a life full of regret the week after or so when it's gone. The reason it's still in effect now is because Coach is away for a few days. Got away, went to the beach, and is going to have a good time over the next few days, getting away and relaxing. If he does relax. I know he won't. He's wired like I am. I don't relax either. It's not part of my thing. I go crazy. I get bored relaxing. Now I can sit and watch the ocean all day, and that I can do. That's about the only way I can actually sit and stare at something for hours on end and not get extremely bored. But again, that only lasts for so long also. So, oh, Dawn. Are you here, Dawn?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, look who's here. Over in the the YouTube live chat. Vegan Knowledge is here.
You scared the hell out of me, Mark.
Oh, man. Hello, Vegan. Did I ever tell you you're my favorite? It's so good to see you. I hope you have a great weekend. Did I ever tell you you're my favorite? Well, if I didn't, you are indeed my favorite. So
in that moment,
weekend.
you chose to pull me out of my skin. I thought something was wrong, dude.
Oh, come on.
He's like, oh, no. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, well, I didn't want you to miss it. She's here.
I'm glad she's in the chat and making you so happy.
She does. She makes me happy every time she shows up. Well, Remo's guy, $5,000 is too expensive. What's a college education cost you? Another thing, today I made almost 6 times that today. 5.5 times that. No, 4.5 times that today. Trading ES this morning. It's not expensive at all. The education you receive is more. You might be able to say it's kind of like a master's degree of information that's available to you. I think you'll find almost everybody that gets one of our memberships has a return on their money fairly quickly. Results not guaranteed, of course. So you get out of it what you put into it. Is $5,000 a lot of money? Yes. Is it too expensive for what we are offering you? No. Right? But yes, $5,000. If you want to say $5,000 is a lot of money, I would agree with that. If I'm saying $5,000 is too expensive, I would vehemently disagree with you. You're entitled to your opinion, of course, but for the value of everything you're getting there, it's normally a $20,000 product that Coach has marked down right now as a special promotion for 5. Yes, it's a lot of money. Is it too expensive? No, it's not. You're getting a heck of a value there. That I can assure you. So, but we also have monthly memberships also available if you care to go monthly. So, our monthly premium membership starts at $125 a month, and you can go from there. Oh, look, Dawn, where are you, Dawn?
Mark, stop calling me like that.
Hey, look,
What?
look who's here and over at TikTok. Coco's there.
Why is he doing this, Coco?
I don't know. Coco come in. She's driving. She said she's listening. I didn't want you to miss it. I'm just trying to keep you in touch with everything going on.
Being a
Mark, you're
weirdo.
scaring the hell out of me.
He's being a weirdo.
Right.
He is being a
Yeah,
weirdo.
he is.
I don't.
Out of nowhere, Dawn! I'm like, what's going on?
Okay. Well, I just didn't want you to miss out on my excitement. I'd like to see
You're
when
getting ready.
Coco's here.
Mhm.
I
Why
didn't get
are
to
you
You're so
talk to
yelling?
lucky we're
Coco
live.
today, except in the
Why
chat.
are we yelling?
I was busy today. I had to fill in
Thank
for Coach.
you.
I didn't get to hang out with Coco today. Other
My
than
God, I could hear you in the kitchen yelling. I came running. What's up?
Oh, nothing.
Thank
Coco's here
you.
in the chat, and TikTok, and vegan
And he
knowledge is
kept
over on
yelling my
YouTube.
name and just like
Oh my!
being a
come
weirdo.
on. Aren't you
Mark,
happy?
we're here. We're right here. How about us?
Well,
Anything?
hi,
Oh.
hi, C-Mac. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
How are
C-Mac's in the
you?
house.
Mark, you've been dipping in the moonshine.
I
Yeah, a
think he
little
has
bit.
something. He's been smoking that funny stuff.
No, I'm not allowed to do that stuff.
I don't know. We're all still wondering about that song Don played this morning that had to be cut off.
Well, you'd have to go
I
look at
forgot.
it
I missed it.
yourself. It's a good song, but if you really have listened to, you probably nobody's actually listened to the lyrics. But I would encourage you to go do so. If not, look up the lyrics and read them. Might have
Yeah,
a better
Don,
effect.
send me what it's called, please, because I'm curious because I've never heard it before.
I
You've
didn't
never
hear
heard
this
that?
one. I
Oh
listened
yeah,
to it.
we'll do.
Send it to
Yeah.
me
I'll send you
too.
the YouTube link.
Oh, God
Okay.
help.
You can put it in the chat if you like, but we're
that's
not going
a
to
good
play it
idea.
live. So anyway, okay.
All right.
All right. Can we get back to the task at hand, please?
Trying
I
to
want
learn
my
here.
25
Trying to
bucks
learn.
back.
Cattle
Man,
prods.
cattle prods. I'm sorry, folks. Sometimes I just,
You're the one that veered off the task.
yeah, my mind just shuts down, and who knows where I'm going to end up at.
Oh,
That's how I end up in other
There's
states.
medication for that.
Yeah, I know, but I can't afford it. It's too expensive.
Get
Gives me
him
weird
some
side
quickly,
effects.
please.
I'll
Gives
give
me
you a good
weird side
deal.
effects like sanity. I don't want that. Of that.
Nah, we don't want that.
Nah, I like
Oh,
the
crazy.
voices in my head. Someone in my head, and it's not me. What's that from? Huh?
I'm from Schizophreniaville.
No, it's a song. World's
Oh,
greatest band.
Which one is it? Which band?
Which one do you think Marks thinks is the favorite? That would help you.
I'm
Okay.
thinking,
Pink Floyd.
It's a
Pink
color.
Floyd. Yeah, it's
It's a
Pink
color.
Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
There
Oh,
you go.
it's a color.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, Pink Floyd. That's what we said.
There you got it. For
Yes.
the win. Crazy cats. No, not crazy cats.
That's it. Mark's on acid. That's what it is.
No, Mark's- I don't
Just
know.
kidding.
Anyway,
The drawn out
oil's getting a
acid.
pullback here at the end of the day.
Acid.
It's broke down below the regression channel. Can I take a trade on oil right now to the downside? Well, I might, but I probably won't just because it's the end of the day and it doesn't have all that much volume. Oil just doesn't interest me. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't oil. That's gold. That's even better. That's the yellow oil. That's the yellow oil, right? The other money maker. Would I trade that one? Nah, I can, but it'll be like watching paint dry. Well, we'll do it just because it broke and held below the 9. We put a stop loss. I don't like trading the metals or energies after, say, 2 o'clock, much after 2, because volume dips down, and it is a Friday when everybody's bailing out of their contracts, so it's hard to say what's going to happen. This will probably be like watching paint dry. But we'll go ahead and I'll set my stop up here right around, we'll put it right there. That's a little bit too much. Let's go right here. If that pulls back, it'll stop me out. We'll go look around. It pulled back right after I got in it a little bit. Let's see what else is going on. We'll let that trade run. I can see my unrealized P&L down here. Again, this is paper trading money. This is not real. This is a simulated account that I use here each and every day. I'm not about to trade my real account and be distracted by CMAC and then not pay attention to my trade or forget that I'm even in a trade. So that's why I will not sacrifice my own money. I have plenty of time during the day to trade my real account, like between 2:26 a.m. this morning and 7 a.m. And I was done trading. So had stuff to do this
Hey,
morning.
Mark.
What? Oh, Dawn. Dawn.
Don't pay him
Dawn.
any attention.
I'm listening to the song.
Oh, look who's in the house.
Yes, I just got back.
You should know that I don't care how many times I'm not answering you anymore.
All right. Dawn.
Hey, Mark.
Do 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 do.
Yes,
Mark.
K Smart.
I'm green for the day, but I lost 30% on that Europe news
Why?
because, I thank God I brought my stop loss up on that overnight trade.
Could you talk in your mic a little bit more directly, please?
Do I have to? Sure.
There you go. Much better. Thank you.
No, the Euro trade this morning from last night.
Yes.
I was
Your swing
green
trade?
and then that Euro news came out and then it started going down. I didn't see the Euro news until later and I got stopped out. So I
Mhm.
lost. I mean, I was green, but I
Yeah.
lost 30%.
You gave up 30%.
Yes, I gave
You
up
don't
30.
lose what you
Good
don't
job.
what you
Yes.
don't bank, right?
Yep, 100%.
All right. So you came out green.
Yep.
Are you going in green into the weekend?
If God's willing, yes.
What do you mean if God's willing? You're in control of it
What?
right now, not to discount God. Believe me, not. I don't want to discount God, but God is not going to make you click the mouse, is he?
Sure.
Huh?
Yes, of course God makes me click the mouse. Why
No,
else
he
would I be
doesn't.
clicking the mouse? My
No, he
brain, God
doesn't.
controls my brain.
No. So all you have to do is turn the battery off on your mouse. Take the battery out, take it out, throw it across the room. Take your keyboard, throw it in the trash. There you go. Problem solved.
All right.
Take a hammer to your phone and your other backup devices. Now you're good for the weekend.
And then I can't talk to you then.
Well, you could probably enjoy the weekend that way. But anyway, how does it feel going into the weekend green?
Feels pretty nice.
She needs to
What?
do the homework.
What'd you say, Kay?
I
Smart?
said it feels pretty nice, but what homework am I missing out on? Because I just got on a
Practicing EWOs and everything EWO. Get your charts ready for Tuesday.
Yes, I did EWO yesterday, and that's why I was excited to get on to tell you that I successfully traded an EWO, and then it got screwed up
Well,
due to
did you
mechanics.
make money on EWO?
I did. I made very
Okay.
good money on EWO.
Okay, what's the issue?
It was my mental state, I guess.
Okay. It's not a problem. You came out green. You banked money. That's more money you had when you woke
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
Right?
Amen to that, bro.
Good job, K Smart.
Thank you, Mr. Ralph. So Ralph, he told me that you were going to beat me up if you knew what I did.
But
I
you
was-
had a
I
stop
looked-
loss on that work.
I looked at the 4-hour chart, but I found a good entry, so I got in the euro. Excuse me, last night, and I was green this morning.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know why he felt like you were going to be mad about it. Just
well,
because of
let's tell the whole story. You were going to do a swing trade without proper entry. Yes, you made money and it came out good for you. We are happy for you. But if you're going to swing trade, you need to do it right. Oh, look at this. Would you look at this, Ralph? Look at this line I got on my chart. Imagine that would still be on my 4-hour chart. There's where she got in at. Oh, the EWO started clear back here. That's what I was
wasn't
talking
around
about.
back here, but
I
this
didn't
was
even erase that line from talking to you yesterday. Look at that. I'm glad it worked out for you, though. Believe me, I am. But if you're going to swing trade, then you need to investigate it a little bit to get even better entries for even better money, right?
Yes. No, honestly, that's my problem is my entries. My entries haven't been the greatest.
Okay, well, this one may not have been either. Fortunately, it worked out for
Yep.
you, right, this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next time, what are we going to do? We're going to look to get into the beginning of an EWO, correct?
Sure, if I have that kind of time in the middle of the night, or I just shouldn't do it, period, end of story.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean all you got to do is set an alert. All you got to do is right click on there. Look at how easy this is. Add an alert. I can put an alert for an EWO to the upside. And guess what? I can just even click this and make another one for EWO to the short side. So no matter which way it moves, my little computer thing will go beep, beep. And
I
I'll
understand,
know
but
to go
if
look
I'm
at
not
it.
around, I can't do anything with it. So that was my problem.
Oh. Well, you must be one of the few people in the world who doesn't walk around with their cell phone. I'm sorry.
You know what? I am one of the few people that purposely leaves my phone at home.
Oh, for
So my
real?
kids
Okay,
can't
I
get
was
a
just
hold of
joking.
me.
Because it does make a noise on your phone at the same time.
Yeah, no, seriously. I am one of those people, like half the time my phone is at home and everybody gets aggravated because they can't get a hold of me.
Oh,
And it's
there you go.
intentional.
So, K Smart,
Yes, sir.
since you know you was planning for it to just be one day or half a day, you could have used a shorter time frame.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, see,
You
now
know.
we're learning. This is how we learn. This
Good
is how
point.
we do it. Right?
Yeah.
Let's look at, oh, look at this. If he was on a 1 hour, now you look like you're a genius. Now you only missed EWO by a few bars. There you go.
Yep.
Right? So, yes. Don't look at the 4 hour. Look at the 1 hour if that's what you're going to do. Right?
Okay.
Anyway, review swing trading videos to give you more
Yes.
tips and pointers, give you a better idea instead of just saying I'm a swing trader all of a sudden because I'm not going to sell it tonight, right? That's not the way we do it. You want to try to, the rules are there, and the guidance and the training that the coach gives us every day is there for a reason, so it can be beneficial to us. So I'm glad you got lucky and it worked out for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
But we don't play luck around here, right?
I don't believe in luck. No, I don't. But things we do could be detrimental to us by not doing some of the basics. So you got the right idea of how to do it. Now let's refine that. Maybe that could be your plan for the weekend. If you
Yep.
think we've talked about it. Maybe swing trading is the way you should go based on your life
My
schedule, right? It's
Yep.
another trading principle the coach teaches, right? So
Correctamundo.
there's plenty of videos available. And seeing how you're a diamond member, everything is open to you.
Yes,
Correct?
indeed.
There you go. One of the many advantages. You get to look behind the curtain. There's all kinds of stuff behind the curtain. Lots of new advanced videos, advanced training in there just for you to look. So I would highly recommend you take an hour or two this weekend and go and look at a couple of them videos. I think you'll be able to take with what limited knowledge you have now and really step it up a whole nother degree and be even more successful.
I agree. That was the plan. I was planning on doing some studying, lots of studying this weekend. I don't have a lot planned.
Okay.
So yes, that's on my
So you're
agenda.
going to write that in your journal to do?
It is already in my journal since yesterday.
Oh, okay. Good. Good. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you.
Thank you.
Better to
Yep.
be lucky than skilled.
All the time, right?
All right.
That's
I
why
think David has a couple good workshop videos on swing trade.
Okay.
Does he?
There you go.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Good. See, that's another investment strategy the coach teaches. You don't hear us talk about it as much because majority of us in here are day trading, right? We're getting in and out of the same day. We're not holding anything overnight. But we have a large majority of people that do hold things overnight. Matter of fact, not just overnight, years and decades. So there's a whole gamut of types of investing that you can do with your money in the stock market. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be a buy and hold or day trading. There's a lot of things in between, making your money work for you. So swing trading, I've done it. I've had a successful swing trade myself, and it was kind of cool. Maybe I'll start doing it more, right? I have a little bit more freedom. Maybe I'll start doing that. I don't know. I'll have to think about that too after next week because I'm not allowed to think anything about stocks all next week. Does anybody in this room believe that's going to happen?
Not that you can't think about it. You'll be thinking about it, but you just can't touch it.
Or look at it?
I think that's a bunch of manure.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think she's probably going to keep me busy enough that I won't have time. I can see that coming too. So
You'll be looking up at the sky, up the clouds, going, "Look, there's the EWO."
yeah, right. Or looking at the hillside. Oh, look at that beautiful EWO. See patterns. There's a reversal pattern. All right, good. What other questions we have? DZ over there on YouTube asked, what program am I using? He's using Thinkorswim. Just wondering what platforms I'm looking at right now. Well, what you're looking at is TradingView. It's a software. It's one of the largest used around the world. It's an independent charting software. Has nothing to do with AmericanDreamTrading.com. I love it though. I like using it. It's a charting software first, and now you can also attach your certain brokerages to this. I don't think you can attach TOS to it. A lot of them, like Webull. I use Webull as my broker. I can attach Webull to it, and oh, that alarm keeps going off because I got to keep checking TikTok for the puzzle piece. So
No, you cannot.
I hook my.
You
broker.
cannot. You cannot attach TOS. But if you join the futures, they do have a TOS indicators that you can upload on TOS.
There you go. Yeah, kind of a workaround. Not exactly the same thing. It's not as fully functional as what you see on my screen.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Correct.
All you have to have is one of the memberships that our indicators come with and purchase TradingView subscription, which I believe is around $15 average, something $15, $17 a month, plus the live data package, which is starts at $11 a month. But this is TradingView. This is a charting software that you can hook certain brokers up to. You can find a list of brokers that you can attach and link to your trading account to TradingView. If you go to their website, tradingview.com, you can see available brokers. So yeah, I can open up my trade. I have my Webull attached. It shows this is a paper trading account down here at the bottom of my screen. Only I put it on paper trade, so I'm not using my real account. And then I can conduct trades. I can enter a trade here. It's using if this was my live account, link to this right now, this would be executing a trade out of my Webull's brokerage account. And I can move my stops around and all that jazz, right? Different things I can do. They have there's a price ladder if you like that kind of thing. There's different ways to get in and out of it. But if you like TOS and you're happy with it, no reason to really trade. You don't have to change brokers. Webull's probably the number one majority of the broker that used in American Dream Trading. It's not that there's anything special about it. It's just one coach used, and that's one reason I got is because he was using it. I like it. It's very simple, easy to understand once you get the basics down. Does it have its advantages and disadvantages? Yeah, and I know fees are different and things too. So, but you don't have to use Webull to be part of American Dream Trading. TOS is probably the number 2 most used brokers here at American Dream Trading, and we have pretty much the whole gamut of it. Trade of 8, Share 500. There's all kinds of them that people use. So it's whatever you like. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. So anyway, I can conduct trades here in real time with real money. This is my paper trading account, which I'm using my data plane from Webull, linked to this to provide me real-time execution of trades on a simulated account. And then I can execute by clicking one button, bang, I'm out of that trade, $375. Fake money, of course. Yeah, Fidelity, you can't link that to TradingView either. So the big boys, you're not going to be able to. They're their own closed system, right? That's true, Miranda. I'm on quarantine. I am excommunicado via my wife. So we'll see what happens. All right. Yeah, no problem, DZ. Check us out, AmericanDreamTrading.com for membership details. That $5,000 diamond membership is going away here very quickly. It will return to its $20,000 normal price. How do you get it to show the P&L across the bottom over down here, you mean? Is that what you're talking about, Doug? here's this part of it. Yeah, that's just, it's there. You just slide it up. It's part of the trading panel. You just grab it and drag it up and down. Yours might be pulled all the way down. You can't see it. If you catch the line just right to where your arrows, then you can slide it up and down, right? And you can go in here and you can blank out your fake trading account. Just say I want to reset it, and you can make it for whatever. It only allows you so much. I think a million's the max you can put in there. Big deal. Doesn't matter the amount, right? And then it's got, you can do replay, you can do test strategies. There's if you're into writing script, there's a script part of the script. Of course, you don't see everything, right? Because it's protected script. You have to have a membership to be able to. And then there's screeners. There's all kinds of stuff built into it. It's a very comprehensive charting program. I like it very much. I think it's visually appealing on top of it. So, and I like the functionality of it also. What you see here on my indicators comes with the paid memberships. The Diamond, VIP, VIP Gold, Crypto, and Futures membership. It does not come with it in the premium entry-level memberships. Yeah, I mean, you can all you got to do, Oracle, is go over and buy a subscription to TradingView if you want to chart on that. Again, if you're happy where you're at. Does Fidelity allow you to do futures? Can you trade futures on Fidelity?
No.
No, I didn't think so. I have a Fidelity. Well, it's technically I still have a Fidelity account. There's nothing in it, but that's who I started with. Start with trading stocks and stock options, and then for reasons I won't get into, I left and came over here and transferred my money. So anyway,
it's an archaic platform.
Yeah, but it's like anything else. Once you learn how to use it, it works great. So, and they offer things that Webull doesn't, right? They're the big boys. There's a lot, let's face it, certain brokers specialize in certain things, pension plans, retirement planning and stocks, right? They don't want to get into the futures and all those other things, right? All right. So, good. Sam says SPX 58 count as a bottom fourth wave correction. Yeah, I wouldn't totally disagree with that. 5810 is a critical level. Will it reach that again today? I don't know. It could, very much so. You obviously subscribe to the Elliott wave theory, and there are literally hundreds of trading strategies based off Mr. Elliott's wave oscillator. And Coach has his own, which is the 2-minute EWO indicator based on the Elliott wave oscillator, right? Mr. Elliott is a real person.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
See your oscillator.
Ha 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 ha. You're so funny.
That was a good one. Not gonna lie. That was great.
That was sharp.
Are you leaving, Don?
What's up?
Are you leaving?
I am not, but I couldn't resist that. Come on.
Come on, that was good. Everybody, you gotta admit that was good.
I must admit that was very, very good.
Hey, Don, guess what? Coco's in the house.
I hear. Coco, what up, honey?
Hey, man.
I see you did very well today, Coco, and you're trading.
Yeah, I did. EWO.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I did one this morning. Did real well.
It's good. Members making money. We like that.
Yeah, it's good to get in. And then if it, like Doug said, if it's under VWAP and it's, whatever, then it's a scalp until it's not. So, whatever. You can switch it if you want to, if you need to.
Yep. Just try not to mix trading strategies. Stick with the one that you brought to the dance, right? Now, getting out early or getting out is not a different strategy. That's just making a financial decision to bank your profits, right? Then after that, if you leave the EWO to bank your profits, well, guess what? Now you're on a different trading strategy and treat it accordingly. So, good. Let's see what else we got here. Let's take a look at the euro. It's still climbing. NASDAQ is kind of flat. ES, again, this is the Friday, which we would call Options Friday, when people normally get out of their contracts, take their profit, and take it home for the weekend. However, this is a holiday weekend with Memorial Day here coming up. It's a 3-day weekend. People really do not like holding for 3 days. Tends to make them more nervous because that's an extra day of something that can occur in the world news that could affect their holdings. So people tend to really not hold. You may see some extra volatility towards the end of the day. Now, have they already sold out and went to their weekend home in the Hamptons? Yeah, I don't know. We don't know, right? Unless there's a ginormous dump of orders here, they may have already exited and started their partying, right? Nothing like a good good holiday mess up their drinking plans, right? So, but anyway, ES is flat. The indices are pretty much flat right now. The Russell is still kind of stair-stepping. It's got an upward motion to it, right? The trend is up on our regression channel to the upside, even though it's now diddling in the middle. We don't like to enter trades when they're diddling in the middle. Just doesn't make a decision one way or another. All right. Thank you, Get Right Time, for them follows. Appreciate it. And the shares there, Al. Thanks for sharing this live. Sci-Fi, good to see you join over here. So anyway, just giving you another heads up here. You know, we have this diamond membership. That's one of many that we have to offer, but I will assure you that's probably the best single value of all of them. And it's basically, it is a combination of every single membership that we have, plus all the a la carte things that we have also that you could buy on an individual basis. Grab it now. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's going back to 20,000. You could still buy it. Instead of paying 5, you'll be paying 20. Right? And we had people paying 20 for it. So still good value at 20. It's even a better value. It's 5. Uh-oh, feel sneeze coming. Excuse me, I couldn't get my mic muted soon enough. Anyhow, what other questions do we have? Just be careful here this last part of the day. If you're in a trade, number one, I can assure you none of our inexperienced members are in a trade right now. Why? Why would that be? Anybody, one of our paid members, tell me why none of our members will be in a trade right now?
Because it's called Power Hour, bro.
Oh, what's so big deal about Power Hour?
All the crazy people come out.
Oh, okay. A lot of volatility, right? To wreck your account. So it's just best not to trade that last hour for just a few extra bucks, because you could lose thousands easily in a blink of an eye. And some days we do see that. You get a wild string up and a wild swing down. That's how you get stopped out. Well, look at the euro still climbing. Look at that still going, Ralph. That thing is still climbing. So, could I trade that? Yeah, I could trade that.
Australian dollar outperforming it though. Oh, and the British pound, Great British pound, made a new 52-week high.
Wow. Well, and this is, you see the indices are climbing, and so is the euro. That's very unusual.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Well, it's because of the news, right? The tariff news and everything that's going on over there also, right?
Yeah.
And you are correct. There is Oracle over there on our YouTube live chat that they will stop you out on purpose. They know where your stops are at, and they will buy and sell to knock them stops out to break your contracts, the option contracts and everything, and your stops on top of it. So you get stopped out so they can get to move the price to where they want it. And they will do that. And they do that. And it's perfectly legal, right? Just put an order in, right? So we do have, keep an eye on the euro. We'd have, what was our next one? 52-week high was 116.130. We have another level up to 113 area. We got to break through this 113.960. Which it almost hit today. It was one tick away at 113.94. So it was literally a couple ticks away from today's high of breaking that critical level. As you can see, it basically touched it, just came a hair close to touching it right here, this candle here. Why do I have that on a 30-minute chart? I don't know. Okay. That's why it looks so good. It's on a 30-minute chart. Irregardless, it's the same information. So it did come very close to touching that level at one point today, just briefly, ever so briefly. And then it retracted back. So you can see it tested it here, right? So, but it hasn't come close to back to touching that yet. Kind of thought it might right here, and it still could, but it's going to run out of steam a half an hour left unless everybody runs the price up all of a sudden. I don't know why they would with the weekend coming, but you never know, right? Okay, what else we got going on here? Looking to see.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Speak up.
Thank you. Okay. Forever hold your peace.
Well, I can't hear you in your mic very well.
Oh, can't hear me? Okay. Hold on, let me get closer. Hang on. Oh, it's all the way up. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. When and do people trade on the 5-minute? And when would you trade on the 5-minute? If yes.
I don't personally trade on. I have traded, but I don't use that as a standard. Where would I use that? Well, if you are, let's say you're in a 2-minute and it's volatile and you're getting scared, it's making you nervous. Go to a higher time frame, be it 3-minute, 5-minute, whatever, right? That smooths out all that chop for you, right? Maybe you won't be as reactive. Why would I use something higher than a 1 or 2-minute, such as a 3 or 5-minute, when there's low volume in there and it's not moving? You'll see that in certain things during the time of the day. You'll even see it in the currencies once in a while, or in agriculture where there's not a lot of volume sometimes, and you get these little dots, right, of inactivity, right? And I don't know, you may even see it in Microsoft, like in the middle of the night. See how these are here? See all these dots in the middle of the night when nobody's trading Microsoft because the regular market's not open. It's still tradable on a 24-hour market, but there's, see all these little dots, there's no real candles there, right? So I could go to a higher time frame just to kind of help smooth that out a little bit. Let's go to a 5-minute. All right. Did that help that any? Yeah, we got a couple more candles, right? There's less of those. What if I went to a 15-minute and was trading in the middle of the night, right? So that would be right back here. So now I have less dots in there. Right now it's looking a little bit better. Where the lower time frame showed the real, right? The real time. Look at all the dots that we have. There's not the candle. So that's when it becomes useful, when you want to smooth it out. If you want to go to a longer time frame to keep you from getting so paranoid about what's going on, that will calm your nerves a little bit. You know, if a 2 minutes what you traditionally trade on. And well, just like we had ES the other day. You know how choppy that was the other day? Well, here, this is even kind of, look how these wicks are today, right? So if we look at the 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock hour, look how big those wicks are on that, right? So if we would go to a higher time frame, those may not be so scary, right? Let's take a look, right? They're still going to be there. It's just not going to be as severe, right? Because it's going to show more movement. Now it just kind of looks like a normal. So maybe if we're in a trade and there's a lot of chop, we can go to a higher time frame. Would I want to go 15 minutes? I wouldn't personally, but to each his own. So that's useful in those situations. Low volume, high volatility where you're worried about scaring yourself out of a trade. You know, go up one tick, one higher time frame. It'll help smooth some of them candles out. There's ES on a 5-minute. Don't look too bad, right? I go on a 1-minute. Look at the chaos there, right? Look at all those different candles up and down where, if I look at the big picture over a 15-minute, it's not so bad now, is it? I see less red, I see more green. So
and the trend becomes more apparent.
Yes, and the trend becomes more apparent. Smooths everything out, right? What if I did a 30-minute, right? Now I have even less red candles. So really it's not as bad as it looked during that time period, right? But if I'm looking at a 1-minute, look at all the red candles that mysteriously appear, right? So there's reasons for that. So, I found the other day, because people kept saying, hey, you're scalping, but you're on a 2-minute chart. And I just started trading on a 2-minute chart. I think it does help me stay in the trades longer. I don't jump in and out as much, right? Here's my view on ES on a 2-minute. Oh my goodness, look at it pull back here at 15:14, right? Well, 1 minute, it started me pulling back here already, right? And look at the doji's forming here. So, and then it turned red, went down. All them red, ugly candles, right? But if I was in a 5-minute, well, did I get scared out as fast? No. I had more time to think about it. So it has its uses. And people that swing trade, they would use 1 hour or 4 hour when they're deciding to get in trades, right? We talked to her, her and Ralph was talking earlier about that very thing. Maybe use a 1 hour or use a 4 hour or whatever you want. If you're really a long-term investor, you may use a day chart or a monthly chart. So they all have their uses for different applications, right? If you want to smooth things out, see what it looks like, you can try it. So if you're a nervous Nilly when you're trading, well, go to the next higher time frame. Maybe the picture that it shows you will be more calming, right? And your candles will be less reactive. Just the same thing if you go a shorter time frame. Well, here's a 2-minute. Look at it pulling right now. What if I went to a 30-second? Gee, but at Christmas, look at that movement, right? Look how much M candles move. That's why I don't trade on a 30-second. But if I had hundreds of thousands of dollars in a trade, wouldn't I want a highly reactive one? Sure.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm only going to be in it for a few seconds, maybe, right? Depending on what type of trade. Look at that. Look at all that thing's just gyrating around. Well, what if I was on a 2-minute? No, it don't look so bad now, does it, that candle? Still moving, but it's not as violent looking as the shorter time frame. So one thing you want to do is if you get in on a 1 or 2 minute, you don't want to go down. You always go up on your time frame. If you go down lower, you're going to scare yourself. That's why I only use a 1 minute. I don't go below 1 minute.
Okay.
Again, now at a lot of money in a trade, would I? Yeah, I might.
Thank you.
And we have
Thanks, I
members that trade
appreciate
on
that.
30 seconds all the time. It's personal preference, right? So, good question. That's why they're there. And with TradingView, I mean, you can pick just about anything you want. You can go, if you have the right membership package, you can go by seconds if you wanted. You can make it show by 1 tick. So there's all kinds of customizations here you can do. As you can see, there's all kinds of options, right? And day ranges and all this stuff. You just pick the ones you want to see, right? So the only reason I have these other time frames on here for when I'm doing my charting and when I go and clean up my chart. There's all kinds of different ones I could put on there, but I don't, right? So good. All right. Anything else? Any other questions there? Oh, I got to do my puzzle. TikTok got kicked off. I hate this puzzle. I don't like puzzles. There we go. There we go. Disaster averted. I got the TikTok puzzle piece done.
All right, I'm out. Have a good vacation, Mark. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Bye, Chris.
Mark, you won't be here Tuesday?
See you all. Have a good holiday.
Take care,
Correct.
Chris.
Yep. Yeah, Coach said if I was going to take Wednesday, Thursday,
Have a
Friday, I
good
might as well just take Tuesday, make a whole week out of it. My
Yeah, I
wife
don't-
liked that idea, so that's what we're doing.
Totally agree. I like that idea too.
Yeah, so
When
We
will
all
today
we
be
all need a
posted?
break from each other, so that way when you come back refreshed, you won't pick on us as bad.
I doubt that. You just come out and say you need a break away from me because Ange is
Not
much
at all.
nicer than me.
Honestly, truthfully, I think I need that ass whoop. Sorry.
Well,
use language, but
don't worry. Ange scares me, so she ain't
no,
gonna show
she's
any mercy
kind.
to you
She's
either.
just she
She's
might
my-
scare she might
She's a
scare
nicer
sour.
kind of mean.
When will this be posted? This whole thing today? Because I missed it because I was working.
Upon conclusion of all of our broadcasts, they are immediately available for review on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Not only this
good.
one, but all prior episodes of all
Yeah.
3 lives that we have here daily at American Dream Trading. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm live from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And Don has the aftermarket show at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Upon conclusion of all of those broadcasts, they are immediately available on our YouTube channel.
Oh, good. Okay. Thanks,
There
Don,
you go.
for posting.
See how I turned that into a commercial?
Yeah, you did.
Ah,
Yeah, that was skills.
Speaking of commercials, did I tell you guys about the $5,000 diamond membership deal? It's about to go away. What are you waiting on? I need 2 of you. We're going to give 2 of them away right now. All it costs you is $5,000. One-time payment. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab them memberships. $5,000 one-time payment. That includes every membership and every a la carte thing that we offer here at American Dream Trading and any and all future programs. And we have one that he's coming out with. I mentioned earlier, it's going to be $1,000 a month. There's not going to be any lifetime options or any of that. It's going to be straight monthly type of membership, and it's going to be $1,000 a month. It'll be under the platinum. One of the things that will be included in that is live trading, watching Coach and other moderators trade live, and that will be included in that diamond membership. So it won't be a training; it'll be watching live. So anyway, that'll be one of the benefits of that platinum package, which will automatically be included in your diamond package at no additional cost. Sounds like a great deal. What do you think, Matt? Do you think that sounds like a great idea? All right, all right, all right. He concurs. How do you think about that there? Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go. And Christina, what do you feel about that?
Squirrel.
Oh, Christina, what do you think
That's
about
not very nice. I feel like it's great. I wish I could have one.
You should.
I would if I could. Right now, I cannot. My
Well,
bills,
we can't
my
always
bills will
have.
not allow it right now.
You know what they say, Dawn. You can't
Can't
always
always
have
get
what you want.
I know. But that's all right. I'll get it one day.
That's
Someday.
right.
Yes, you will.
No
Someday I
FOMO.
will.
We can only
That's
do
right.
what we can do with what we got, right?
Exactly.
It gives you a goal.
Yes,
And
it
because
does.
of that, that's why we have our other memberships. You can get them monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually, and they work
That's
just
right.
the same way. You're just limited on
That's
versus
right.
what the diamond, top of the line, a la carte, kitchen sink, the mother load of all memberships include.
I like that. See, I like the top of the line of everything.
Yeah, well, we all do.
That's what's why I have so many bills. So yeah.
I'd like to drive a Mercedes, but
Me too.
you got to have the money to do it, right? So
That's right.
that, and I have no desire to own one. That might have something to do with it. That's why I drive a RAV4. I am very simple in my car needs. I don't need that flashy stuff.
I'm getting rid of my car.
Okay.
Not worth it.
All right.
Yeah. So
Does it get you to where you need to be?
yeah.
4 wheels is better than 2 heels, right?
No, yeah, but I'll just take an Uber instead. Yes.
Okay.
Uber. Yeah.
Uber
instead. It'll be cheaper. I won't need insurance, all that crap. Yeah, I guess I'll wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I can get what I want. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Because you can't always
Yes, I
get
can.
what you want.
Right? You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need.
That's
So,
right.
There you go. Got the next line down.
That's right. Of course I do. Love that song.
You know, it's how our lives, Christina, are wrapped around songs.
I know. Everything is all the time. You guys talk and I hear words and I start singing stuff in my head. Yeah.
Well, we listened to Wise Man this morning, did we not? Mr. Rogers. And I'm not talking about the guy on TV. I'm talking about the singer who told us about day training, right?
I don't know.
Got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. You got to know when to walk away. You got to know when to run. And you never count your money while you're sitting at the table. You wait until your trading's done, right?
He's talking about poker, but that's okay. We can put it to trading.
Yes.
Yes.
Because some people do tend to make the market like it is a gambling, right? And it's not.
Right.
So
it's definitely not.
All right.
It is not. I could show you some gambling. You guys want to hang out with me for a while? I'll show you gambling.
There you go.
I'm saying.
All right. What other questions we have? We have about 25 minutes left before we wrap up the show for the weekend, and you don't listen to anything coming out of my pie hole until next month. What's your deep, darkest questions you've been dying to ask, but we're afraid to? Nothing? Oh, I'm glad. Boy, this This American Dream Trading Show is great. We've answered all of the questions that are available in the entire world. That is fantastic. That's like getting to the end of Google, reading the last page of Google, the interwebs. You read that last page. I've read the whole internet. Good.
I never heard it put that way before. The last page of Google. You know everything now.
Exactly.
That's funny.
All right. Well, I could read all of everything up to the last page of Google, and I still wouldn't remember 3/4 of it. So
I wouldn't remember the last page or the last sentence. I don't remember. So,
okay.
yeah.
Gold is still holding its own. It's done, apparently. Didn't I have an order in earlier? Where was that order at? I forgot I put that order in and walked away. Apparently got stopped out. I don't see it anymore. That's why I don't trade with real money. Why I'm talking to you. I don't even remember what it was on. Gold? I don't remember. Must have been. I could go look at trading records. But anyway, you can see gold is right now stuck between the upper resistance that we were looking through for a complete breakout. It did break it briefly today, but it has not broken hold above this level here. So for your information, 32.65 will be a nice resistance point to the upside. If it can break and hold above that, you may see an upward motion in the price of gold. Doesn't mean it will. As you can see, it tested it today and failed to hold. So that's a general resistance upward. And then there's another 33.50 down below here. So 33.50, 33.65 are some critical areas. So right now it's trading between those two. Just recently got up there. Our members knew about the 33.50 and the 33.60. Oh, what, 2-3 weeks ago? I don't know, something at least. It's just now made it back up there. See that? So that's a good thing. Again, it's based on fear. Gold is traded on fear, and there's not as much fear. So fear, it doesn't mean that somebody's going to ready to kick your rear end. It could be fear of interest rates, fear of the weak economy, fear of anything, fear of new world conflicts forming. All kinds of things can drive that price. And indices are getting a little bit of a pop. Can I trade this? Well, I could. I could trade this since it breaks and holds above that 55. It has broke not quite held above the 9 yet. I'll give it a second here and see if it's going to go up any more. All right. So if it does break and hold above this level, I can go in for a quick scalp.
Yeah.
It's got some energy there. Now I do have some issues over here, right? Let me throw my stop loss in there real quick. Put a tight stop in case it retraces on me in a hurry. I am going for a scalp here. I'm going to watch this. If this pauses at all, I'm getting out. I'll lock in my profits. So it's trying to move up. There we go. It's getting some energy. Up 750, up 1125, back down to 750, back up, still holding 375. Now I'm down 750. Now I'm down 1120. Oh my, this is getting bad for me. 375. And is it going to hold up here or not? Now I broke even again. See how these numbers can move when you have large positions? It can rip your face off, or it can make you a lot of money. It takes the stomach to be able to handle all that. But since this is gyrating, I'm just going to go ahead and lock in that 750. Will it pop? Probably. But it does have to break through right up here. See these levels here where these things come across, right? So I want to see it actually come up here, right? Which is what? 58, 33, 34, somewhere in that neighborhood. If it can get a break up above that, I can get another little pop. Oh, look at that nice candle. What do you think might happen to this large candle here? Well, I look for a pullback. People taking profit on this candle. If it does, then maybe I'll jump in and take some of it. Oh, look at that. Mark, where did you learn about these things happening here? Can I see the future or what? I don't know. No, I can't see the future. I'm not a fortune teller.
No, it's your magic 8-ball. It's totally different.
No, I don't even have my magic 8-ball. It's back in the shop. It's broke with my crystal ball. Look at that 50% retracement. What will I do with that 50% retracement, Doug? What do you think I want to do? Well, look at that. I'm just going to make $375 off of that as it bounced. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
What will you do? Works? You'll get in on the retracement and ride it back up.
Yeah, that's what I just did for $375.
Shabam.
Wow.
Shabam.
Okay.
Did you see how that worked? Now, what if it hadn't, Mark? You would have been out that money. Yeah, I would have been. See, now I jump back in again. You don't do this. Okay, so once it retraces and pops and goes back up, and you take your quick few second profit out of it, you do not jump back in like I just did. This is why, because now when it does that retracement and goes back up, it's at a point of indecision. So you should always wait until the candle gets above the previous candle before you think of it. Now there, I got fortunate 375. Lucked out that time, but this is where I would enter if this breaks and holds here. You never jump right back into a retracement. You get your money, you get out, then you wait for the candle to move up to show you some promise of an upward motion. There's $1,800, $2,200, back down to 1815, and we're going up here. Again, this is fake money. This is a simulated account, but I'm still trading it the way that I would on a daily basis, right? Unless I tell you ahead of time, I'm showing you what not to do, like I just did on that one, even though I came out ahead. So this one, I treat my simulated account like a real account when I'm practicing. And yes,
and you're on the 1 minute or the 2?
I'm on the 2. So that's a little bit smoother, right? Now I'm up 22, 26. Here's my next candle here. Is this going to pull back or is it going to continue up? I'm watching. Don't see any big walls on the L2. I'm going to lock at 750 in just to see what happens. I'm in pure scalp mode right now. So now I got another level here, right? I'm just, why am I doing this? It's the end of the day. I ain't got time to sit here all day and hold it, right? So I'm going to squeeze what I can out of the momentum. Now I'm waiting for my next setup. Now, you think this is not stressful? Now I got to sit here and wait and hope. And well, if I click, every time I click that button, I'm putting my account at risk again, right? For another loss. Now things are getting a little tighter here because this may only go up part way and reject before it even gets up there, right? See how this double tops, triple tops here, right? So now my area of growth, my potential for profit is greatly reduced. Again, it's not saying it can't blow right through that, but statistically is my favorite word lately, if you haven't noticed. You know, there's not a whole lot of room there, right? To show you. There's money to be made there. There's just not a whole lot of room initially. There's say 10 ticks. It's 120 bucks, right? So look at that pullback, right? Now what can happen here? There's a critical indicator, that 55. Wow. Wonder if I can play the bounce off of that. Well, let's see. Was that a wise decision or not? We'll see here. Again, if that retraces, I'm going to take what I can, and then I will wait for it to go. See, I did that because of that bounce off that indicator. Was I assured that would happen? Nope. But I can see this is hanging in this channel. Doesn't really want to go down or up. So I'll see if I can snag a few bucks out of this. Right now, it's not too promising here for old Mark, but it should bounce. I don't like the 55, playing off the 55 for some reason. It's just a mental thing. It's still a trend line. It's still an indicator. Still has value. I don't know. Mentally, I just don't. And look, see, then this is why I don't like it. Here. You can break right through. We'll see what happens, right? Short-term trend was up on this, but it's in this channel. So now I guarantee you if this comes back, if this shows $1 green, I'm taking it because I'm in a losing trade right now. It didn't really bounce off that 55. There we go. I'm taking that 750. I ain't playing. I am not playing with that. We'll wait. Now, if I'm going to do anything, it'll have to be back up here. So I'm pretty much done with that. So I racked up what? How many successful trades right there? Just doing now, those are very stressful trades. Those are kind of advanced things, right? It's scalping for one thing, which is the hardest thing to do. But I use principles that Coach taught, right? I did the break and hold above, rode that up, and then it retraced, right? And I waited for the retrace to come down and hit, and I rode it up. Waited for that 50%, jumped in it, rode it up for that 50%, got out, and then I showed you what not to do. In other words, don't jump right back into the same candle at retrace because now it's trying to make a decision. Got fortunate that I made money on it. So then I tried to do the bounce down off the 50 and about got burnt because it didn't really bounce, but I did recover and got a few bucks out of it. This is what you would do if you were a channel trader. Like when the market goes flat on you, we could get into a big recession or a stagflation type of thing where the market's just stuck like this, and you'd have to learn to make money this way. It's a skill you need to develop over time. It's best to develop a skill while you don't need it, right? Because I can assure you, there will come a time you're going to need this skill, how to channel trade. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I can just draw a line for illustration's sake. Between here and here, you can see how this is bebopping in. So I can go long as it goes up, and as it starts to go down, switch to short, write it down to the support. As soon as it hits it, hope there's a bounce and bounce it back up, write it up to there. Now this one broke through, but once it goes and breaks through down there, I play the short and come down, rinse and repeat. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, boom, right? And you can do that. You'll see things get stuck like that all the time, right? So it's actually kind of fun because it's almost, I swear it feels like cheating sometimes. You can identify the channel that it's trading. Well, some would argue, well, that was made it up here. Your channel should be there. Well, yeah, this one could probably be a little higher, because these other candles, right? But this is where I had the line to start with, so I didn't move it. A little tighter channel. But that's another technique of making money sideways. Do you recall what I said at the beginning? And I say every day, Coach teaches us how to make money when the markets go up. He teaches us how to make money when the markets go down. And he also educates us on how to make money when the markets go sideways. And that's what this is doing. It's in a channel, right? It's kind of a consolidation. Yes, the candles are going up and down, but when it comes right down to it, it's stuck in this one little zone right now. Neither good nor bad. But through training and education, time and experience, you'll learn how to do that. Here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. All right, how many of you grabbed those diamond memberships? The weekend's coming. Now's your chance to do it. You'd even have all weekend to sit there and go through all that. And maybe by Tuesday, your mind would be done melting and you'll be able to come back in and understand some of these things. So better grab it, AmericanDreamTrading.com. How many of you grabbed the free Discord over at AmericanDreamTrading.com? Absolutely free. It only takes 1 or 2 clicks to get in there, and it only takes 1 click to get out if you don't want to be there anymore. We don't hound anybody. We will say hi, but we don't hound anybody there. So, and I'm getting some buffering going on YouTube over there. Good at this end, I guess. All right. And my internet connections here, I did have some drop frames a little bit right there, but we're good. Oh, he says the 6 candle rule over there on YouTube. What does that mean? Well, we have, Coach has, it's just a general rule on a 1-minute chart. It's called the 5 to 7 candle rule. You can pretty much bank on the fact that nothing's 100%. When you get 5 to 7 candles, either up or down on a 1-minute chart in a row, you can expect a pullback. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here was red. Start with 5. It had a little bit of a pullback. There's actually your 5th. Now they had a green one in between, so that doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your 5th candle. Pullback up. Over here, 1, 2, 3. Yep, pulled back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pullback. Right. So you can see how that works. Basically, it's just the theory is behind that is time. People that are scalping or in a trade, 5 to 7 minutes can seem like an eternity sometimes. And that's why, if you're in there in a trade and you're making money because you're still in a trade, that after a certain time period, you start to get nervous about that money you're carrying and people will sell off. And that's why you get that pullback. So it's based on that. Works more often than not. It's a pretty good little rule of thumb. It doesn't tell you how far back it's going to pull. It just said expect one. So don't be surprised within 5 to 7 candles that there's a pullback candle on you. So here's ES to the downside. Could I play that down to here? Yeah, I could. I could short that, right? I could jump in this and short that, get my stop loss in up here, right? Now I'm up 375, 1800, 2250. I'm coming down that double bottom, bang, blocking that in. See right here, I didn't have a line, but I could see visually, and look at that. Oh, look, there's a 50% pullback. Oh, I missed it. Got it late. Dang it. I missed it. It's a little slow on the trigger there, boys. Missed that one. Tried to catch that retracement. Too slow because I didn't have my trade widget loaded up, and I had to reach clear across my chart to get it. And see what that did? Cost me money, right? Time is money. When you're going to do something silly like this, you got to be ready to do it. So I need to have my things preloaded up and bang, boom, right? Well, I got lucky here. Look, retracing back down. There, 375. End up coming up positive anyway. Got fortunate that time because I got out right there at that double bottom. Even though I didn't have a line there, I could see it. Could you not? Always look backwards. Now I'm coming up on this regression channel. Can I catch a bounce off that? Well, we'll see. Can I catch a little bounce? Can I catch a bounce? Did I miss the button or what? It didn't pop up there, did it? I missed the button. That's what I did. There was a mechanical error on my part. Missed the button, cost me money. Now I'm losing money again, right? If you miss the opportunity, there's the other thing that's hard for me to do that I struggle with sometimes. I missed the button and I'll go back and re-click the button. Well, by then, I didn't reevaluate the trade and things changed on me, right? Now I have a support level down here that I got to watch, right? Look at all that money I missed out on because I tried to do the upward bounce and I didn't have my trade widget up. And then I tried to double tap it and get back in it. And that's not what you do. You don't play those kind of games. You miss. You'll hear coach do it all the time. He's like, I missed it, right? And he'll sit there and wait. And that's what you should do. If you miss the opportunity, don't hurry up and jump back in thinking that you got it this time because it may not be. It's okay to jump back in, but you better evaluate it first before you do that. So anyway, we'll see what happens if we get a bounce off this 58.15. There's a big buy order down here at 58.15. Imagine that. These people know where my line is on my chart. How do they know that? Is somebody spying on me, Christina? I think somebody's spying on me. Look at that big order, 58.15. Oh, you can't see it now. But I think they were looking at my chart because I have a line right there. Huh. No, that's a historical level, right? That's on the chart. You can see where all these were. I put that on there for a reason. If I go scroll back on the chart, you'll see there was a lot of hits on 58.15. That's a historical level. And that's where buyers and sellers are putting their big buys and sells at. If it comes down to them, picks it up, they'll get picked up at this level right here. And if there's nothing, no more sell-offs, it'll go back up from there. Now, if there is lower and more sell orders below that, it'll pull through that order. But it didn't make it because you see no 58.15 on my L2 over here, do you? You see 16s, but not 15s. Now you see 17s.
I just saw 15 a minute ago and then 14.
Yep. There's 15 again. See that?
Yeah.
There it is. They still want to pull it. The orders. Here it comes. You're all right. Now I'm going to see here what's going to happen here.
$325 right there.
Right there. 13s. There's 12s. The numbers are getting lower. They're holding there. Caution. Oosha. Oosha. Oh, look at VWAP right down there. Look at that. That could be a ride down to VWAP, maybe, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Well, they're still holding at that critical level. Don't try to guess it. All right. What happens if you game it, right? You can get your face ripped off, right? If I did that just like that, I didn't wait for a break and hold below that level. What do I say every day? Wait for the break. And what's the key word in that sentence? And hold. I didn't do that. So we'll see how this works out for me. I did this on purpose. See how that works out for me. Oh, I see to go across the line. It has to go that way. Well, I mean, I could have just clicked 750 in profit there, right? But I didn't wait for the break and hold. This thing could have easily shot the other way. Oh, I'm going to take that VWAP money, 22.75. Bang, just like I said that too. But I should not have entered that way. Did it work out for me? Yes. But that goes against how I trade. Wait for the break and hold at critical levels if I'm getting into a trade fresh. Now, if I got up here and up here, I wouldn't have worried about that, right? I just rode that donkey, right? But I was re-entering a trade. Now there it is. It may bounce back up. Now, the other good thing about this to the downside, if it can break and hold below VWAP, is everything's starting to collapse on this trade now, right? This 9's coming down, may trap this down here. It'll be real tight. It'll be very easy for it to break and hold above, but it also puts pressure on it to go down, right? So if I walk over here now, I'm seeing 10s down here. VWAP's at 11, right? I'm looking at the last two digits here, right? So should I jump in now? Now? Yes?
No.
Why?
Because you want to break and hold below.
All right, there you go. But I want to jump in now.
Tough luck.
I want to. My finger's getting twitchy. I want to jump in now. There's only 5 minutes left.
Well, you're
what
not
if
the
it
only
goes
one.
down? There's 5:10. There's that big order 510. It's going wants to go there. I'm going to lose out on a couple dollars if I don't get in. Oh, there's 508s down there now, Mark. Can I get in? Please. No, Mark, there's no break and hold. No break and hold. If I'd have jumped in, would I be making money right now? No.
No.
Patience, grasshopper. Patience.
Yep.
Patience. Got to have patience when you're a day trader, and I don't mean being a doctor either. Look at that. If I had jumped in there, what would have happened to me? Good thing you talked me down there, Coco.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I almost did it. I wanted to. I had a feeling it was going down.
Testing. We're testing.
I had a
See
feeling.
what we'd say. Because
Look
you're
at
the
that.
trainer.
There we go. Now, what could happen? It could bounce off the 9. Maybe I could make a play off the bounce to the downside. Huh? Should I do that?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Well, you can, but I won't this time because I don't see any numbers really getting smaller over here. I'm looking at my L2. I glanced over there and numbers were pretty stable. Yes, it has pulled back a little bit, but there wasn't anything drastic at the
It's
time.
not really wicked,
They're all about
right?
the same size orders, so I'm not going to jump in that.
Okay, so when you look at that big green candle, it's not really wicking. Well, obviously it's gone now, so there's another one that's formed, but so is that part of the reason why you didn't? Because it really wasn't wicking back?
Yeah, well, that and I glanced over at the L2 and I didn't see no big walls over there that wanted to suck the price down on the lower side of my, over here on my bid side. They're all about the same. They're all about, see how these contracts are all about the same size. Now it's a huge one to sell at 20 to the upside.
Yeah.
That's got to get up here first. But there was nothing on this side that wanted to pull it down lower for people to jump in. And part of the reason is we now have 2 minutes left, right? Technically.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we can trade this till 5 o'clock, but market closes, effectively at 4. So 4:15. I know. Don't hang me on quarter hours, but all right. So that's how you do that. Those are just the little things that you learn about scalping that take time. Very hard to do. Do I lose a lot of money doing that sometimes? Yes, I do. So that's why I am trying to get away from it. It's very stressful. I mean, I'm talking to you on top of it. So, but when I'm doing it myself, trading silently by myself doing this, I'm laser focused on it. I really am. I mean, I already got a game plan. I'm looking for certain things and I find I can be a lot more successful that way. And that's why I don't trade my real money. So that's how you do it. Don't think that's what I just showed you. There's easy or as common. The 2-minute EWO is a much better strategy. Okay. 2-minute EWO. So I could, well, let me put it on a 2-minute chart to start with. That's why we call it a 2-minute EWO. Okay. I could have got in here, or here's one right here, right? So I would have got in right here, right? I could have wrote that down. 1 click. Do you think that would have been less stressful than what I was doing? All I had to do was write that down and wait for the bounce, the reversal, right? Then I would have got out. Would that be a lot less stressful in your life to do it that way? All I had to do was trust my indicators, write a 9 down. Beautiful EWO, short-lived, but very beautiful EWO. How much has that EWO been worth? Right there. That would have been worth, say, 68. We'll just call it 65 ticks because nobody gets in and out perfectly, right? That's times 12.5. That's $812 from there to there for one little contract. All right. How much was I trading there? I was trading 30 contracts on that trade. That would have been $24,000 with 2 clicks of a mouse just to click in here to get in and just sit there and whistle a tune and play with your fidget spinner like we do here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. And if you don't think that's true, right here's mine. There's my fidget spinner. I don't know if it shows up on camera or not. There it is. I have it right here when I'm sitting in things waiting. I'm either waiting for something to develop, and Ange got us all started on it. Now we're all addicted to our fidget spinners. So, but that would have been a lot less stressful. I could have, if I'd have done one trade there, I don't know how much I made on them trades, but I can assure you it was less than $24,000. Again, fake money, right? But that's the size I trade, but this was no way to do that. I traded how many times in that time period? Bunch, didn't I? Right? So much effective, less stressful trading strategy. Right? That's how that works. Hope you learned a little bit of thing. Don't do what I just did. That's an advanced thing. You don't want to do that unless you're a master scalper. There will be no futures on Sunday night. The markets are closed.
Okay, is there training? David's training tomorrow, do you know, at 11?
I can't answer that question. I'm going to say yes, but I may be more likely no. I don't know. I would ask
Okay.
that in the Gold Lounge. Or
No,
check
Coco, it's not, baby.
Okay.
Okay, good for him. I'm glad he's
Holiday
taking it.
weekend.
All right, y'all have a great weekend and just relax and breathe, you know?
You too, honey. You too. Have a
Thanks,
great
sweetie.
weekend.
Again, there
Okay,
will be
bye,
no
y'all.
futures live
Yeah.
broadcast
Okay, Coco.
2 to 4 next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, as I will be out of town. Anyway, so
Enjoy your vacation, Mark. Don't miss
Yes.
us too much, and
Yeah.
everyone
will
else
try.
have a great weekend.
Everybody have a great weekend. Have a good week.
weekend,
I'll
everybody.
miss you all. Take care. Have a good weekend.
all
Have a good
right.
weekend.
Love you
Bye,
guys.
Good weekend, everybody.
Bye-bye. As
See
always,
ya.
upon completion of this broadcast and all our broadcasts, such as the one that's going to occur at 5 o'clock today on our YouTube channel, the Aftermarket Show with Don is still on for tonight. Yet, head on over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Say hi to Don. Tell her where you came from. Future. Anyway, upon conclusion of all our broadcasts, they are immediately available for review upon completion. They're auto posted, and you can watch all past episodes that way also, along with over 2,000 absolutely free trading videos. YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. All right, I will see you when I see you. It won't be next week. I will see you next month, I guess. Yes, that would be next month, wouldn't it? Anyway, anybody come in contact with this weekend, have a great time. Try to leave a positive, lasting impression with the ones that you hang out with this weekend. If it's family, friend, or just you and your significant other, try to leave a lasting impression, because you never know what's behind that smile of the person that you're interacting with. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Don't drink and drive and all that stuff. Don't do the things you know you're not supposed to do. See ya.
See ya.